Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel. In our video today, we will review a faction in Total War Rome 2 and the mod Divide Empire. We will talk about their units roster, their campaign, and we will try to play a few turns with them as well to give you guys an idea of how to start the campaign with this faction. And the faction we will talk about in this video will be the Baktria. Now, let's go. So first, let's talk about the Baktria units roster. The Baktria, they have one of the most diverse and powerful units roster in the game. They have the core infantry of a Greek faction with strong pikemen and hoplites, and they have a mix of strong missile unit of the Easterner and Cataphract, and even horse archer, elephants, and they even have some really cool melee infantry of the India people over here, as you can see. So a very well diverse and powerful roster we have here. Some notable units that we will use in our campaign that we can see over here. Some of the very useful units that we have, that is the Sogdian X-Men, that an area of recruitment units we can recruit our starting province, and they are really awesome. Right, they are a two-handed unit with massive melee attack and charge minute and weapons damage, and yeah, they will destroy everything, especially the very bad quality infantry that the Easterner can feel in the early game. This unit will just destroy everyone, and they even have 300 men in the unit. And this is really important because for an attacker units like that, unit size very important. More men means the more damage you can deal with them, and they are available very early on in the campaign, so very useful. Next we will have the Moria Warriors Guildsman. They are available quite late in the campaign, but overall a very useful units that we can use. We have the Great Baktria Assault Infantry, a very solid sword unit as well. Really cool. They have the fast entry, which give them pretty good melee armor penetration damage, good sharpness, and they have 2 bonus versus infantry as well. And the most cool thing about the assault infantry here is that they have a massive bonus versus elephant, which means they will kill the elephant really quickly. They even have some bonus versus carry as well, so they can support car fire as well. A very cool, not too expensive, but and very useful flanking units that we can have at the Baktria. Alright. Okay, we have some more units here. The X-Man can be cool as well, but alright, the X-Man, actually the X-Man is so good as well. They are X-Man, you can see here, with the X-Man stat, which means they will be able to do a lot of damage with their charge when we use them to flank the enemy. However, they actually have 4 speed and 4 javelins, so they are kind of a mix between the X-Man and the skirmisher, the javelin man. We will be able to deal a lot of damage with their javelins first before they charge into melee, and deal a lot more damage with the axe as well. And the armor penetration damage here will allow this X-Man to deal damage very effectively against the heavy armor infantry. Right, so it's just the melee infantry units here. We already have some very cool and useful units. As you can see, what a powerful roster we have here. Alright, the spearman. Actually, there are nothing very special here for the spearman. We do have some Baktria infantry with defensive formation, but they are not very special. I think the most standout spear units here we have just a regular tourist spearman, and they are actually just a regular tourist spearman. Nothing too special about here. Over here. As for the phalanx infantry, we have pikemen, the early pikemen and the late pikemen. They are actually not as strong as the other Successor Kingdom pikemen, but they will be strong enough to get the job done. We also have some hoplites. Nothing special here, just regular hoplites and pikemen like the other Greek faction, but they will be able to form the core of your infantry, very sturdy front line, just like the other Successor Kingdom. And move on to the missile infantry. Alright, you can see we have a lot of missile infantry units here that we can choose from, and we have some really cool options. First, we have the, let's see, what unit should we talk about first. The early missile unit are not too special, but we have both archer and slinger available in the early game. That enough force. That's the missile infantry here is enough force. They're not great, but they are good enough force combined with our strong melee infantry, so we can end cavalry, so we can fight against the Easterner and the Nomad faction around our area, right? But the most cool missile infantry unit we have in the late game after Thorax reform, we have the recruitable Cretan archer. We are one of the 2 factions in the game that have recruitable Cretan archer. If I remember correctly, then the Egypts also have recruitable Cretan. Oh no, they don't. So actually, I think the Baktria is the only faction in the game that have recruitable Cretan archer, and that is really powerful. The Cretan archer, they are so good. They can deal a lot of range damage very quickly. Look at the rate of fire here, 9, compared to the longbowman, 5. They can fire almost twice as fast as the longbowman, and they have better damage. That is so good. And for other factions, we can only get the Cretan archer at mercenary or area recruitment units, which means they are either expensive or limited. Now for the Baktria, we have them at recruitable unit. We can get as many Cretan archer as we want, and that is really powerful. A late game Baktria will be very powerful with all of these units. We also have the Moria longbowman with 200 men in their unit and the massive range. You can, I think we can use some of them, but they are available in the late game, and at this point of the game, enemy units will have a loss of armor. With their low armor penetration damage, I don't think the longbowman will be very useful. However, they do have a very big range, and so we can use them to counter the enemy range units if we want to. Generally, I will not use this unit. I will prefer to use a slinger with also pretty good range and good armor penetration damage, so that we can deal with the enemy armor unit. That will be more useful in my opinion. We also have some pretty cool peltas. With yeah, solid pelta units that we can use. However, the coolest units in the missile infantry category here would be the Cretan Archer. Very strong, very powerful unit we have in the early game. I mean in the late game. Alright, as for cavalry, we have Baktria as Baktria. So we are the only successor kingdom that have Baktria in the roster. And they are very powerful Baktria as well. They are as strong as the Baktria of the Easterner. They also have the special mount, the Nisan horse, and that makes them very powerful. They have a smaller unit size compared to the Easterner Baktria, with only 100 men in the unit instead of 120. So they are slightly weaker than the Easterner Baktria, but still they will be way stronger than the other successor kingdom cavalry, than the Lancer, than the Hellenic Lancer. The Baktria, they are really stronger than the Hellenic Lancer a lot. The Hellenic Lancer, they also only have like 100 men in the unit, and the Baktria, they have much better stat, much better weapon strength, much better charge bonus, melee defense, armor, everything. So very cool units we have here. And as the Baktria, we also have elephants. We have the Indian armor elephants, while the Seleucid will have the also the Indian armor elephant. So we have the same elephants as the Seleucid, just as strong as the Seleucid. Very cool units we can have. And finally, we also have horse archer. We have early line horse archer, and in the late game we also have medium and heavy horse archer. Very useful, right? The horse archer with pretty decent melee stat here would be very useful for in our army. Alright, so here is my favorite army composition at Baktria for 20 units army. We have 5 pikemen in the front at our front line. They are cool and sturdy front line. Right, the strongest front line infantry in the game, right? The pikemen. They are really cool and strong, and they can take like everything in the front that enemy can throw at them. Very strong unit. In the flank, we will have 2 units of tourist spearmen. 2 units of tourist spearmen to guard the flank of the pikemen in case the enemy try to move around to outflank our slow moving pike walls. We will have the tourist spearmen here to defend against them, since they are more flexible. In the back, we have 2 units of the Baktria line infantry, the light melee infantry. They are very useful. They are fast, they are strong, 300 men, very useful. We use them here to guard the rear of the formation. They can support cavalry fight, they can support elephants fight as well. They have a massive bonus against elephants, so they will be able to kill elephant very quickly. And when we done with that, we can move this guy around to flank the enemy, support our cavalry in flanking the enemy here, recharge, and they would be able to deal a lot of damage thanks to their very good weapon strength, good melee ammo penetration damage, good charge bonus, good bonus infantry, and and right, very solid units we have here. You can use the two-handed unit, or you can use the Indian swordman for that role as well. But overall, I still prefer this guy. They are very useful. As for the missile unit, I will try to use some Cretan archer and some slinger, or we can just use all 4 Cretan archer here if you want, because they are just yeah, just better. The missile unit, yep. Basically, we will try to like shoot at the enemy missile units around the around here if we can, but mainly the main role of the Cretan archer will be flanker. We move around, we use them, move them back and move them around to fire into the back of the enemy unit. That's how we use the Cretan archer to save their ammunition. And we can use this missile unit to counter the enemy missile carry as well. Right, that's their roles. The slinger, I prefer the slinger because they have better armor penetration damage. But we can just use the Cretan archer, all of them as well. As for cavalry, we will have 3 horse archer, right? And we try to move them forward to harass the enemy, to skirmish a little bit first before we move them back and support the cavalry here, support the infantry, use the rest of their ammunition to fire into the back of the enemy. And finally, we can charge them into melee and cause some damage as well, because they actually have some pretty good melee stat here. Pretty good, not too strong, but very good. They can defeat light infantry easily. Any kind of light infantry, they can defeat them easily in melee with the charge. Over here on the right flank, we have the hard-hitting squad. The very hard-hitting squad. This is our hammer. The very big hammer here we have here, with elephants and 2 units of catapult. Right, they wish is destroy everything. Destroy everything. Heavy infantry, light infantry, heavy cavalry, anything. Destroy anything. Even if the enemy have elephants, we will have a combination between the fangsman, between the spearman, between the elephant and the heavy catapult here to fight around here. And and the missile units can move around to support them as well. So in the beginning of the battle, we try to keep this guy back, this guy back here, behind the infantry on the right flank. Try to counter the enemy flanking move first, and then after that, after we destroy the enemy flank, enemy left flank here, we move them around and recharge and finish the battle. Once we can get this guy to the back of the enemy, then you know that the battle is over, it's finished, and that will be our victory already. So overall, a very powerful army at Baktria. This is the late game army, since all of these units are available after Torah reform. So quite late, but very powerful. Very powerful. Alright, and here this is my favorite army composition at the Baktria, using 40 units per army, right? This is custom battle, so I can only get 40 units in our army. With 41 units per army, you can add a baggage train here as well for extra ammunition for all of the units. That would be very useful. First, we have 8 horse archer. Right, we will use a lot of horse archer in our big army here. They are very powerful, right? The horse archer always they can skirmish and they can destroy the enemy cavalry at range, the heavy ones, the heavy cavalry at range. And as for the enemy missile units, we will try to skirmish and bring them back to our light infantry squad over here, with the turret spearman in the front and the missile unit right behind them. We will try to skirmish first with all of this guy. Try to run around, skirmish with all of this fast-moving range unit, powerful ones, and try to defeat the enemy cavalry first before we fight their infantry. And without cavalry, the enemy will be much weaker than it, when we can just destroy enemy cavalry very quickly with all of this guy. And the cataphract here as well, the elephants here in the center, so we can move them around quickly to support the cataphract. Cataphract on both flank. Now we have 4 units of cataphract, right? With 40 units per army, we really have some more room to optimize our army here. We have 4 units of these light fangsmen. They are really cool. They have the cursor, the fangs at melee weapons are really strong. 4 of them here. And finally we have the heavy infantry, 8 pikemen, right? 9 pikemen. No, 9 pikemen, 8 pikemen. That's good enough. We don't need more than that, because most of the work here is done with our cavalry and light infantry already. They are fast, flexible. We try to fight them first, and when we already defeat all of the enemy dangerous units like cavalry and range unit, yep, we use this guy to destroy enemy range units as well. We can take their missile attack with the turret spearman here, and either use our cavalry to kill them in melee, or we can try to use our missile units here to kill them at range. So whatever we want to do, we can do it. And finally, after that, when the enemy only have some melee infantry left, we move the pikemen in to melee, and right, cavalry move around recharge, elephants move around recharge, fastman move around recharge. We have so many options. If the missile units here still have some ammunition left, we can move them around to flank the enemy as well. We have so many flanking options, and all of them are powerful. If we have ammunition left on the horse archer, we use them to fire into the back of the enemy, and after that we charge all of this guy into melee, and that will just destroy everything. This is a very powerful army, combined with the strong horse archer of the Easterner, the powerful cataphract, the elephants, very powerful missile unit, and strong Greek infantry. Wow, this army so powerful and flexible as well. They can fight against nomad, no problem with this amount of horse archer. We also have cataphract to fight against enemy heavy cavalry. If we have to fight against nomad, for example, we use the pikeman in the front. So we block all of this frontal attack here with the pikeman, so we can focus on the flank to defeat the enemy heavy cavalry and cataphract. The horse archer here can deal a lot of damage to the enemy as well, and we have a strong foot archer and slinger to counter the enemy heavy horse archer, for example. Right, now let's move to the next part, and we will try to take a look at the campaign map of the Baktria. So here we go, the Baktria campaign. First, let's talk a little bit about the setting. We we will try to use the standard setting, just divide Empire mod without any submod, and this is where we start. This is where we start. The difficulty is I have the difficulty here on legendary, so battle will be locked on very hard. We can change that, but the strategy we use will work for any other difficulty as well. Here we start. I think the Baktria, they actually have one of the most powerful starting position in the game. Actually, we start with a loss of territory. We have 2 provinces, 4 regions right at the start of the campaign. We have quite some public order problem because of the culture. We have 0 Hellenic culture here, 40 here. So public order will be a problem, but we can fix it slowly. The cool thing about the Baktria is that we start in the far edge of the map, which means we only need to expand in one direction, and this is very powerful. We will not get enemy attacking us here in this direction, and all of the territories that we take in our campaign here, when we expand, will be secure as well. We don't have to be worried about enemy attackers in the back. That's really powerful, very powerful. We start at war with a small faction here, the Haravatit, and they hold the last settlement of our province. So obviously our first move here would be trying to take this right away as soon as possible. We have the king army right here in the capital, right? We try to play a 10-turn campaign here, so we will have yep. So we can see how to actually start with the Baktria. In our starting army, we have some hoplites, we have the Chero, we have some like Harry and Javelin men. They are not really strong. However, over here we can recruit the mercenary elephants, and we have some cool area recruitment units here already. We can also get the swordman here as well, the assault infantry. They are cool as well, and they can be upgraded into the light infantry after that. They are really good, really good. So actually the horse archer will be useful as well. Alright, so as for the first battle, I will try to get the elephants. 1 elephant here, and we will use them to fight battle in this campaign. We will try to invest into units first, right? And after we deal with this guy, we will need to fight against the Baktria, and they will have a loss of horse archer. So actually we will try to get the units that we need to fight against horse archer first, right? The swordman here might not be very useful, and the 2-handed unit as well. So first we'll try to get the horse archer. The horse archer and elephants will be very useful when we have to fight against the Baktria, and I mean the Baktria. Alright, so now how to fix the public order problem? The best way to fix the public order problem is using a general as governor. So let's see, like we have a few character here, right? Loyalty is pretty bad right now, but it doesn't matter. We have a pretty good, yeah, a very young king here, only 19 years old, and he will, I think we can keep him alive throughout the campaign as well, and engage faction leader. Very good. We can try to get this guy out at governor in our province to help with the public order. So first, get one of this guy out here. Get one of this guy out here at governor. So the governor, we don't need the cavalry to be for the governor general. We just need the infantry here. Recruit them. Stay inside the settlement for some XP. Yeah, as well. Another dude. Get out of here. At the governor. We use this guy, right? Now we try to use this guy. We try to use the general of the character of the parties that have the lowest loyalty, so we can increase that. Bayern. Raise an army and stay here to be the governor of this settlement. With the right ancillary and right skill we pick for this guy, we can increase the public order and also control conversion in our province by a lot. Right. So that's pretty much the everything we need to do in the first turn. We try to get the governor, the dignitary here out as fast as possible as well, because they will also convert the province into our country, and control conversion will be very important in our campaign. The building can wait. The building can wait. We can, and these two provinces, we will try to build Transylvania into a food producing province. We upgrade the farm here. And the Baktria province here, we try to build it into commerce. Because we have three resources in this province. Alright. It makes this province a very strong economic province. With the spice resource here, will give us a lot of wealth from I mean, the resources building give us a lot of wealth from commerce, and also gold will give us a lot of wealth from commerce as well. We try to specialize this province into wealth from commerce, like this one you can see. Yeah, lots of wealth from lower commerce. Good. But first we need a farm. Yeah, part of this. First we need a farm. We need food first. Like that. Alright, so besides this faction over here, we start next to all of the satraps of the Seleucid. So they will not be able to attack us soon. Since they are still satrap of the Seleucid, they have they can't declare war on us. And we can actually just wait for all of these guys to rebel against their overlord, and then we can declare war on one of them at a time, and we can destroy them like this. The Dahas here is actually the allied with the Parthia, and we will need to take them out. We need to take out the Daha here and the Parthia as soon as possible, and we will try to do this. Just that. The good thing here is that these guys, we have a very strong garrison in our settlement. We have hoplites and archer in our settlement. So with their, I don't think their horse archer army can do much to our garrison. We can defend just fine with just a few units here. We can recruit a few units in our army here. Mainly just a slinger. I think we need a barrack here as well, so we can recruit the slinger. The slinger and the spearman would be the most important unit that we have to fight against the nomad. The cavalry, I think we need cavalry right away. Cavalry can wait until we take until we take Patava. We will try to build Patava into our cavalry recruitment province. And over here, we just get the infantry. In Transoceania, food and recruitment here. Here, we will just recruit a few units in the early game. And we will dismantle this barrack here and focus all of this into income. Right? Now, that's the fourth turn. Let's try the end turn and let's see what will happen. Alright, it only turn 2. And something this guy already rebelled against the Seleucid, the Harava, and what else? Yeah. Very funny, very funny. Let's see this guy. Alright, they at war with everyone. Holy shit. Alright. Alright. Whatever. So, we move the king armies here. We actually cannot get to the settlement in one turn. We can stay here. They are not too strong. And we have elephants. They will be able to recruit a few units here. And the garrison. But I think with just the king army here, we will be able to defeat them. Let's see. We'll stay here for now. And we will attack them in the next turn. And take this settlement forts. Right, over here, let's just try to build up. First. Fix our public order. Fix our... Alright, we have the dignitary here. Deploy. We have the dignitary here. Let's deploy. We need a spy. We need a spy here. So, let's get him out. Alright, this one. And scout this area, and that everything we can do. Actually, we run out of gold. Early gold would be very important, so we will try to loot this settlement as well for some quick money. Alright, the elephant is actually quite expensive, but we need them right now. Alright, 8 units should be enough to take this settlement. Alright, should be enough. So if you want to be... If you want to take this, if you are not very confident with just 8 units to take this settlement, you should move the army this way, and we can recruit more units on the way, and we will reach this settlement. I think we will only need 3 turns to get here. Yep, move this way will be actually safer than this way. Since we have a few more turns, we have 1 more turn of recruitment here before we attack the settlement. But I think 8 units should be enough in this situation. So that's it. We focus on taking this settlement first to complete our starting province, and we will continue later. Let's move on. Alright, so the enemy actually attacked us first. This is perfect. We will destroy them right here. And let's see how we fight this battle. The enemy, they only have one horse archer here. So this will be quite easy actually. We have 3 units of horse archer. We have 1 elephant, and that should be good enough to destroy the enemy here. Okay, Gero, elephant, stay back. Horse archer, cavalry, move forward. You guys stay here. And here we go. Let's fight the battle. First, we move the cavalry forward and try to destroy the enemy. Horse archer here. Right, you guys just stay back. Right, try to save our ammunition right now. I don't want to spend a lot of our ammunition on this unit. Right, you guys this way. Guys this way. We try to use this javelin man and our javelin cavalry to kill this horse archer. That's the most effective way. We save the ammunition on our horse archer for the enemy infantry, for the 2-handed units over here. They're quite dangerous in melee actually. So we will want to use the missile attack to deal with them. Right. Move this way. You guys just stay back for now. And here we go. The horse archer, they're moving towards us. Perfect. We use the javelin cavalry to fight. We will probably disband this javelin cavalry right after this battle. So I don't care about the casualty that they take over here. Just keep fighting. They're pretty weak. This javelin man as well, they're pretty weak. I don't care about them. We just disband them right after this battle, so I just stay here and use all of their ammunition to kill the horse archer. Right? I don't care about you. Or you. Just keep fighting. Good. And we can kill the horse archer here using the javelin man. Good. Good, that's good enough. We can move our horse archer around and start attacking the enemy. Start attacking the enemy archer in the back here. Melee mode activated. Oh, the horse archer still have a few units left. Not a big deal. Let's move around, get hot. Alright. These guys, they have around as well. Might be dangerous, but whatever. Just get the archer first. And we try to use this hot archer to kill this general as well. Sparabara. Sparabara can be dangerous. Alright, elephants stay here. Get up. Get up. Alright, come on. Move around. You stood. Get up. Elephants, get ready to charge the enemy infantry here. Good. Now let's use our ammunition to kill the enemy. Go back here. As for the melee infantry here, we can use our elephants and general bodyguards to charge and destroy them in melee like that. Alright. Stop fighting. Go around here. Get away from the enemy general first. They are quite dangerous with their around. Quite dangerous. They are strong in melee as well. We will need to use our hope lines to deal with them. Yep, we need to use our hope lines to deal with them. Now let's try to move around. Use ammunition on our horse archer to kill the two-handed axe units first. We need to soften them a little bit with the horse archer, so we can rout them right away with just one charge from our cataphract and elephants. Alright, the archer here actually come back to the battlefield. That's not good. Let's go get them. It's not good. Horse archer keep fighting here and destroy these two-handed units first. Take them out. Elephants, get up. Good. Good. We can deal a lot of damage to this two-handed unit because they don't have shield. Right? They don't have shield. The elephants will finish the archer here. Finish them. And we will bring them back here to deal with this infantry. So that's pretty good. We can reduce them to 200 men here. And that's good enough. Now let's shoot this guy. Elephants go back now. So one charge from the elephants and the general here should be able to kill one of these X-Men right now. We have the hope lines here, and they can actually hold this enemy here back for a little bit. Right. Keep trying to shoot this guy with our horse archer. Like that. And we can actually use all of our ammunition on this guy already. Come on, elephants, go back. Faster. Just use all of your ammunition here. It's good enough. Gero, stay here, waiting. Ready to charge. Get ready to charge. We can use the... We can actually use the hoplites here to take this guy charge as well. But the hoplite, they would not strong enough to fight against this two-handed axe unit. They are actually very powerful. But our elephants is here already. We can stop this guy from chasing our hoplites by using the cataphragm. But first, let's charge this guy and take them out. Right? Charge here and charge here. Like that. Take the charge. Elephant charging as well. Just like that. Like that. And so that's a lot of damage on this guy. Now we charge the hoplites in. Cool. Now we charge the hoplites in. Oh, they raised the route already. That easy. That's pretty easy. Okay, move this cavalry around. The hoplite charge into melee here. So we can recharge this guy. And don't forget to chase and destroy them completely with the horse archer. Alright, charge in. They have some spear units back there, but it's not a big deal. Chase them down. Chase them down. Alright. Now, elephant this way. Hoplite, get in there. Horse archer, chase this guy down and finish him off. Cool. Hoplites, get into melee here. Formation. Right. Come on, elephants, move this way for me. Or this way. Whatever. Pikeman. I mean hoplites, get in there. Horse archer, chase them down. Good. Cavalry here. Hoplites here. Elephants this way. Alright, the hoplites in formation can tank this guy for a little bit. Enough for our cavalry to move around and recharge. Enough for our elephants to move around and recharge the enemy here. Recharge. Recharge is Gero as well. One charge over here. Withdraw right away. Elephants get in there. One charge over here. Oh right, great damage to the enemy. Holy shit. Withdraw. Don't forget to withdraw right away after the charge. The horse archer, we just use them to chase down enemy routed unit. That's everything we need to do with them. Another charge here with the cavalry. And another charge with the elephants should be enough to break them. Should be enough to break this guy. Right, one charge here. Withdraw right away. Don't try to fight. Don't try to stay in melee for too long. Charge in and withdraw right away. Elephants. Another charge here, and that a loss of damage we deal to the enemy here. Another charge here. Keep moving back and forth with the elephants and the cavalry, and the enemy will rout soon. All of them. All of them. Good. Good. Now we can charge the horse archer in as well. Why not? to finish this quicker. Elephant, this will be the last shots we need on the enemy general, I think. Yeah, it should be enough to rout them. Good. Perfect. Horse archer, get back actually. You are not good at fighting in melee like that. They're just a line horse archer. But the general cavalry are really powerful. Okay, don't forget to chase and kill all this guy. Run them down. Run them down. All of them. So we will destroy this army completely. And we take the settlement easily. Chase them down. Alright, good. So we destroy this army here. We lost these units, but I don't really care about them. Right, they're very bad units. Like they can only deal just a tiny bit of damage on this light hot archer. Holy crap. They're not worth keeping at all. Yes, we just disband them anyway. Yeah, alright, so these guys, they raise another army, and this time they have the Kinsman cavalry. This is quite dangerous. The Kinsman cavalry can be quite dangerous, actually. Let's see. But we will attack them anyway, and we will try to take the settlement right now with just our army here. The garrison are pretty weak with only a few spearmen and some archer. Now let's fight the battle, and we will need to get rid of these enemy general cavalry here real quick, as fast as possible, so we can go and deal with the garrison. Alright, now here we go. The enemy general is here. We will need to use all of our cavalry and try to get rid of them as fast as possible with all of our ammunition here. Right, so let's move. That's the general, and the reinforcement will be here soon. We try to use our cavalry, our horse archer, to shoot these generals down. The good thing is our cavalry, they're faster than the enemy general, so we will be able to catch them. And hopefully we can kill them with our round before he get to the freaking garrison over there. Come on. Our horse archer, they fight pretty fast. We use this guy as well. Alright, the Kinsman cavalry, they are very tanky. That's a very dangerous unit here. Come on, kill them. Again, I don't care about this cavalry. Just try to deal some damage here, and we will disband them. Alright, it looks like our horse archer cannot deal a lot of damage here. It's not good. They get away. That's still pretty healthy. Try to get away from the foot archer. But to skirmish a little bit here, we can outrange the general. The javelin cavalry, where horse archer, we have more range. Alright, try to get them. But we start moving our general here as well. Oh, come on, they go back behind the archer. It's not good. Come on, come on, come on. That's the most dangerous unit in this army, the general. Okay. Is that everything we can do now? Okay, Hoplite, just stay back. Turn off fire wheel for now. Now we will try to kill the archer without cavalry. Good. Let's try to move like that. And move like that. The archer, the foot archer here, they can be quite dangerous to our elephants, so we need to be careful. Alright. The most important thing is still try to kill the enemy general over there. Try to skirmish a little bit here more. Skirmish some more here with our cavalry. Try to make the enemy bring their archer towards it, so we can charge and kill them with our cavalry. Right? Like that. Move this way, come on. Get over here. Run around with our fast horse archer. Come on. Keep moving. Come on, keep moving. There are lots of trees around this area. I don't really like it because tree is not good. If we can kill the enemy general earlier, we can go aggressive with our cavalry. Move in and make this archer run around so we can take them out. But the enemy still have the cavalry unit in the back there. We cannot go aggressive with our cavalry. Now we have to skirmish. Right, this is good enough. Let's move our general. This way. Come on, come back here. Alright. Let's try to move back and forth. This is really annoying now. How can we get the archer and this cavalry? Let's try to go aggressive then. I think it's worked too.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Okay. That's it. We try to go aggressive with the horse archer and shoot this general down.
Our general is under attack.
There's a few more volley. Come on. Come on. Just... yeah, they still try to stay back. They try to stay back there. It's not good. It's not good. Right this way. Elephant this way. Okay, stay outside of the trees. Trees very bad. Tree is very bad for elephants and cavalry. Try to stay outside of the tree. There. And let's move the elephant here to attack the archer. Alright, move the horse archer around here as well. General this way. One charge with the elephants will be enough to kill the archer. But we need to be careful with the enemy general there. Now move around. All of you move around. Holy shit, don't tell me that our elephant's actually slower than this freaking archer. Come on, get up. Why they're so fast? Damn it, this doesn't make any sense. Can we charge the freaking general bodyguard? I don't know. I don't think we can. Carry this way. Oh, they actually charged that. Holy shit. Seriously? Alright. Alright, we got the charge here. On the archer. Go get him. Go get him. The elephant already takes some damage, but it's not too bad. I think they already killed one archer and the enemy general here. That's a horse archer shoot them a little bit more and he will die. Just a few volley and he will die. Come on, the freaking Kinsman Avi, they're very freaking tanky. Freaking Kinsman carry, they're very tanky. Elephants go back, destroy them. General, get away from here. Oh, come on. Wow, you go get the archer. Right now. Okay, the freaking Kinsman. Right, we killed them. It's good. Finally. Now move around. Move around, get the archer. Guys, chase them down. Use this way. Get the archer for me. This way. Good. Good. Gerald. Get up. This mob. We just need one charge to kill him. The spearman can be a little bit more difficult to deal with, but we will be able to kill him. The heavy spearman here would be the most dangerous one now, but whatever. We have hoplites. Yeah, get this archer first. Try to move around like that. Move around like that. This way. Surround them. Charge and destroy them. What is that? Oh, the freaking Kinsman carry. Get up. Good. And hoplites, get in there. That kills this mob units first. Should be easy. One charge from the elephants should be enough here. Right, and we will try to fight them outside the tree here. I don't want to fight them in the tree like that. It's not good. It's very bad. We stay here. Alright. One charge from the elephant should be enough to destroy this mob here and get out of the tree. We don't need to chase the mob. They're very weak. To chase the Eastern Archer only. Here we go. Get out of the tree. Like that. Apply formation here. We use the ammunition on the horse archer to kill the spearman. This way.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
The general will stay back here to harass this unit. Try to separate them. Like that. Alright. Oblige. Go back now. Get the spearman. Elephant this way. General this way. Alright. We win. We win. The hoplites will be able to defeat this guy easy. One charge and destroy this guy. Here. With the elephants. And we add some cavalry in there as well. Come on. Get up. Yes, right. This way. Horse archer, keep fighting. Cavalry this way. Alright. Make sure that we will attack this spearman in the back with our cavalry, heavy cavalry and elephants. And yeah, we destroy them. Just like that. Perfect. Perfect. Good. Now turn around. Fight dude.
our units has used all its ammunition.
Don't forget to chase this guy down. More around this way. Get up. Elephants recharge. And gas wreck. Holy shit. Gas wreck now. Oh, come on. It's not enough. Holy shit. Let's use our horse to kill this heavy spear unit. Right, one charge is not enough. We can use another charge. Like that. The mobs, I don't care about you. They can't even stop my elephants from moving. Let's just attack. Like that. And now route, come on. Still not enough. Seriously. Okay, that's 2 charges from my elephant already. The spearmen, they're quite tough, right? Oh, but they route. Okay, perfect. Now 1 last charge from the elephant should be enough to kill everything. Attack with the hoplites. And we just need 1 hoplite to fight battle like that. When we have the level 2 barrack, we will be able to recruit more hoplites. Right? And also pikemen, I think. But right now, this could be enough. We can use the hero as well. Just why not? Just why not? Recharge! Shock cavalry! Get out there right away. And we can use the elephants to finish it. Yeah, the Gero cavalry is also very powerful. Elephants get in and destroy the spearman. And that's it. We win the battle. Not too difficult, right? Not too difficult. Now let's chase and finish them off. Yay, heroic victory. We kill the Gero here and we destroy the garrison. And now we can take the settlement easily. Okay, perfect. Let's get some gold from them. We need gold right now. And the king level up. Perfect. Perfect. Let's just take replenishment rate. And we take this settlement. Only some mobs left over here. Just auto resolve it. And here we go. We will need to loot this settlement for gold. Yeah, we don't care about public order right now. And we try to fix this later. Dismantle this building. We keep the barrack for now, but we will dismantle it soon after that. And we will actually need a temple or something here to increase the public order, our cultural influence over here. Cultural influence will be needed. So after we take this settlement, we actually secure this whole area. Right. We secure this whole area. Now we will just have to move our king armies back here, recruit more units to fight against Daha and the Baktria here. That's really good. Of course, we will need our edict here actually. And let's go for bread and game for some public order and growth. Very important. Upgrade this building. We will still need the farm here for now. For food. Very important. But let's actually spend gold on units first. It's more important. We try to get some slinger and some basic spearmen to fight against the Baktria and this guy here. All right. Some of this infantry will be useful as well. They only Toast Club population and they have some bonus with cavalry. They will be stronger than the enemy infantry as well. So very useful. Cool. That's everything we need to do in this turn. We need to move the spy this way as well to take a look. And the Daha, they are having some units. They will have a loss of horse archer and pretty bad cavalry. I mean, good cavalry, horse archer, and some pretty bad infantry. So we will just try to use our horse archer, our old horse archer, our slinger, and our stronger infantry to deal with them. Let's disband these hoplites right now. Since one hoplite will be very bad. I don't want one hoplite in our army. Alright. Rebellion will spawn here. So we will need another general here to protect it. Let's get the last one out. This guy. Get him out here. So we can use them to deal with the rebellion. Right, 2 governors in this province for now. Let's see if we have any. Nope. We need some public order ancillary here. Alright, so let's move on. Let's move on. Alright. The Moria actually declared war on it very early on. Okay, fine. Not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Not really a big deal. Alright. Okay, we have some public order ancillary right now. They try to equip them on general, and we actually, yeah, we can actually get positive public order here soon. Alright. First, let's move the king's armies back. We don't care about the Moria right now because it will be very difficult for them to actually move and attack it. They will have to cross this desert to get to it, and when they can finally get here, they will just take a loss by attrition already. So we can just simply ignore the Moria for now. With 2 governors here in our province here, we should have enough public order soon. And right here, we just try to get the very cheap slinger. So we will still have some gold to spend on the building. That's more important. Alright, barrack will be built here, so we can keep recruit units when we get there. And we will try to attack this guy soon. They are having a full army here, but we have the garrison. We have hoplites in the garrison. We have some archer. I think we should be fine with the general here as well. Hopefully. Alright, and just wait for the king armies to get back there. That's what we will do here. Oh, I forgot to do like any diplomacy. Holy shit. Whatever. We don't really need it. Right, now let's just move on. Alright. Rebellion imminent in here actually, because of the public order being bad. Okay, not a big deal. We try to fix it. Let's move the kings back, and we are having some. Let's get 1 more horse archer here, 2 more slinger, and we can have a few of this spearmen. Week 1. Oh, we only have 1 spearman available, and they're pretty bad, but whatever. They're just the units that stay in the front to take the enemy missile attack. So I don't really care about. Okay, upgrade it. Once we finish this building, we'll have much better economy. Alright, now we need level 2 barrack. Very important. Since most of our useful units is in the level 2 barrack here, we need to upgrade it for the pikemen, for the hoplites. It will take a few turns. 4 turns for the technology, and some more turn to build the building. So 10 turn. We need to wait 10 turn for the barrack. Right. The king will be there soon. We still have positive income, so we should be fine. We just need like 4 more spearmen and some more melee infantry to deal with this guy. Let's go. Okay. Alright, rebellion spore and the Daha look more dangerous. Oh, they actually moved their army away. They're at war with someone else, right? They're at war with Saka. Alright. Alright. So we will be able to move the king armies there and take their settlement soon. Now we don't have any monies left. Let's try to save it and let's try to get a champion here since we got the technology already. A champion will be very important. Very important. Right, we can get this guy. Why not? You. And we will use the champion in the king army. So it's actually pretty good for us right now. Just a few turns and this building will complete and we have better income so we can recruit more units and we can build more buildings soon. The Moria just declare war on us for fun. It will take forever for them to actually get some army here to attack us. And even if they get here, we still have our very strong garrison and some army here that we can quickly get some units to deal with them. So it's not a problem at all. It's not a problem at all.
Welcome, friend.
Alright, now let's move on. Alright, here we go. More ancillary war declare between Baktria and the Harifa here. Alright, we will have to fight against the Baktria soon. And we try to do that. But first, let's get rid of this rebellion army. Like that. They run away? Cool. So let's stay here. Let's bring these armies back as well. For some extra experience for the general. The king army can stay in patrol to save some upkeep. And you get in here as well. Right. And our income already get way better. And we already get positive public order here in this province, in Baktria. With 2 generals here as governor and 1 dignitary. So you can see we can deal with public order very easily using this method. Right? The Daha look pretty dangerous now. Horse archer, foot archer, and that's infantry. Okay, we need more spearmen here in the king army. So let's try to get a few more. We have enough gold for a few more of them, right? Let's try to get at least 4 spearmen. And then 4 spearmen. And then we try to get some melee infantry as well. It's good. Oh, actually, this is only 20 units army, right? So we just need 2 spearmen. 2 spearmen should be enough. And then we get this guy. They just use the third class population. Very expandable. And they are very strong actually. Much stronger than the Easterner infantry that we have to fight here. They are much stronger. Good. So let's move on. Okay. So the Daha, they move their army right next to our border now. Look like they are having some funny idea. But we have our preparation ready. Now let's get the king just move slightly here so we can attack them with this army. Okay, and we actually have to fight this battle manually since we can take that many casualty here. Like that. Holy shit, this doesn't make any freaking sense. Just a freaking rebellion army. Right, whatever. Alright, so here we go. Battle against the freaking rebellion. We have some spearmen here.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Reinforcement coming in. Okay, come on, let's move. Let's move. Let's move whatever. Let's move. Slinger this way. Spearman this way. Alright. The enemy, they have some archer. They have some... What is that? Baktria. Oh, they hope lies. Whatever. Let's move. And try to get the enemy archer first without slinger. Why not? Here. We need to take as little casualty here as possible, since we will have to fight against the DeI soon. Like that. You this way. Carry. Try to move this way. Get the spearman in there. Spearman, get in there. Try to make the enemy archer to move towards us. Like that. Like that. Okay. Oh, come on. Come back here. We can kill him with the slinger. Keep moving. Run back. Alright. Our slinger should have more range than the archer. Actually, we will use the cavalry to kill this guy real quick. Cavalry, move in now. All of you. This guy, they're just blind. Right. Slinger. Alright. Slinger, stop fighting now. It's good now. The cavalry will take care of this archer. Alright. Alright, this way. This way. This way. Good. Gets his archer. This way. This way. And Slinger move around to kill this hoplite. Huh. Easily. Don't forget to chase this guy down. Chase him down. Chase him down. And completely destroy him. Completely destroy him. Spearman, stay here. Like that. Come on, freaking round. Chase them down. Chase them down. Good. Slinger, move around like that. Spearman this way. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now let's just chase this archers down and kill him. Spearman, stay here. Get this hoplite attention so we can kill him easily with the slinger. Like that. Get him. Where else? Is that all of them, right? Okay, is that all of them? Move this way. You guys stay back a little bit here. Gerald, stay with them. Good.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
You guys, fight well now. Stay here. Fight well. Use this supply. Cool. I think we can bring our hostages back here as well. Back here. Slinger, quickly get rid of this supply. Like that. Perfect. Perfect. We should be able to win this battle without taking any casualty at all. only 10 casualty on the spearman. That's everything we take in this battle. That's everything we take in this battle. Horse archer this way. Okay. This hoplite would die very quickly. Die very quickly. Go back a little bit here. This way. Okay. They can't do anything. Elephant this way. Here we go. You fight with as well. Keep fighting. Good. Focus on this dude here. Holy shit, really? Really? Move around. The horse archer, they are really good. Gas wreck here. Oh, come on. It's good enough. Where's our Gero? Oh, he's here. Try chase. Alright. The horse archer will be able to kill this hoplite quite easily as well. Get this hoplite for me. Get this hoplite for me. Good. Good. Oh, holy shit. You still need to run away. Interesting. Yes, right now. Come on, freaking route. Good. It actually killed them right away first. Right. Finish them off first. Now this way. They ignore my spearman there. Holy shit. That actually a good choice. Guess it's dude here. I don't care about Cheryl. Alright. Be patient. Horse archer, slinger. Just like that. Very powerful, right? Even if we just use some very cheap units here like that, our army is already very powerful. Right. All of them are very cheap units. Even the horse archer, they're very cheap as well. Okay. Guess right. One more volley, so we don't need to chase them. Alright, that's good. And here we go. Let's finish this battle. Shoot this guy down. And that should be the end of this battle. Oh, come on, just rock. Gero. I should not be able to do anything. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get him. Early horse archer are very, very strong. Very good. especially the fast and cheap one like that. Very, very good. Cool. Get them. Combined with some good slinger, and we will be able to defeat anyone. Get them. And let's finish them off. Like that. Alright, so we destroy the rebellion. Let's take the gold. Perfect. Perfect. And we can move the king armies here. Stay there, so we will be able to deal with that. Now they cannot attack us anymore. If they attack here, we will be able to deal with them using the garrison. And we will try to recruit a few more units for the king armies here to deal with them. Good. Let's see. Let's take the missile buff first. And let's move this guy this way as well. Okay, take the public order. Take the control conversion over here on this army. We need that. And we recruit a few more units in the king army. We already have the spearmen here, right? We will bring them to the king army. And over here, we just need some more infantry. Get this guy. Only 2 recruitment slots here. So, and that's actually enough actually. So we can upgrade some food here. Let's get the food in Transylvania. Right. And public order will get better soon. Okay, we can just use the public order ancillary on our general. And next turn we will have better economy as well. Perfect. It's really good actually. And this guy, pretty good now. Create some units and let's try to deal with the DeI. Look like they want to attack us anyway, right? But I want to have a full stack with the king first. Now let's move on. It's winter. Alright. Alright, whatever. Let's bring the spearman here. The king army. And we can just let this guy stay back here. And still over here, let's try to get a few more of this swordman. And then we can get more horse archer. Or some more spearmen. I think 4 spearmen will be better. Alright, we need 2 more spearmen and then we will go and attack the DeI right now. Over here, we can get more public order with that and better control conversion. Really need it, actually. We get some right upkeep reduction here. Let's use it. Very good. And as you can see, the Moria is nowhere to be seen. They cannot cross the desert here to actually attack it. And if they manage to do so, we can just quickly recruit a few units here. Defend our settlement. We already have the hoplites inside our settlement here. And if we upgrade that, we have even more hoplites. And we get some pretty good units here as well. So the enemy will not be able to do anything. We complete the technology. Let's save some gold so we can upgrade the barrack to level 2. But we still need to recruit units first, right? Okay, take this technology for some growth. And then we go for level 3 city right away. Perfect. Perfect. Let's go on. Okay. 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 So very interesting. The Moria is here already. They are earlier than I thought. Okay. So we will just recruit a few units here to deal with them. What we need here is cavalry. We have the hoplites. They are strong enough to defend against the the enemy infantry. I don't think the Moria will have very good units early on like that. So we will just need some cavalry to fight it. They get some. Alright. It's one for now. What about this dude? Alright. We need cavalry. So javelin cavalry. We need to use them right now. We have no choice. No other choice. And over here we can try to fight the DeI right away. Let's move this army here. And we will attack this army. They have archer and horse archer. We have horse archer and slinger. Let's do it. Let's do it. Kill their army first. And I think we will still have enough movement range to get back to a settlement to defend. So let's declare war. Alright, DeI here. Let's try to... Okay, we can't really join war. So let's just declare war on them right away. I don't care about the Baktria. And we're gonna attack this army here. With the king army. Like that. And fight this battle. Let's go. Alright guys, so here we go. Over here we will have a bridge battle against the enemy. That's perfect for us actually. Let's see, where are they? Over here, right? Oh, maybe here. Right. They're here, right? Okay, we can see them. We have some slinger here. We have some horse archer. The enemy have some horse archer as well. Oh, their horse archer is actually here. So let's try to deploy our units here and try to kill their horse archer as fast as we can. And we can use our infantry here to kill their infantry easily. All of our units will stay here. We stay here. Perfect. Right. That's good enough, I think. We have enough slinger to kill all of the horse archer. Hopefully. Let's go. First, let's move the spearman towards the breach. And move our slinger here. And get ready to kill some horse archer over there. Good. You guys here? Our horse archer will stay back at reserve.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, we have another general here as well. Let's move him. Okay, not very important, but whatever. Still one more unit for us. So, still useful. The spearman will just stay here to take the enemy missile attack. And the slinger here. I think we can outrange the enemy horse archer, right? Hopefully. And we will need to kill the enemy archer here as well. Try to move one spearman this way to take the missile attack. Now slinger, let's fire and get this horse archer for me. They're quite dangerous. Infantry this way. Good. Fight wheel, right? Good. Come on, let's do it. God, we'll shoot this guy down. And here we have some archer. Right. After this, we can try to move. After we can kill all of the enemy horse archer, we can move our horse archer around and actually, let's do this right now. Use our ammunition to kill this guy. I don't really care about their infantry because they're pretty weak. We have way better infantry here. We can use our infantry to kill their infantry easily. Our horse archer will be here, trying to shoot the archer here style when they're trying to fire at my spearman over there. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Can use our horse archer like that. Perfect. And Slinger keep trying to kill the enemy horse archer. Like that. Still have some horse archer in the back here. But we will try to save some ammunition for them. Is that better? Okay, good. Look like our Slinger is doing a very good job killing the enemy horse archer there. So very good. And our horse archer here, they are doing something to the enemy archer as well. Not too bad. Alright. They're getting shot. It's not good. Let's try to go back a little bit here. Okay. We got this one. Got this one. Perfect. Try to kill the enemy Gyro here as well. Go back. Alright. Come on. Okay. We can't. Let's go back. This way. The Levi Spearmen, they're pretty good at taking enemy missile attack like that. Can use the Slinger to kill the enemy archer here as well. If we can't move, if we can't cross the river, we can do that. Right, we have better range. Let's get them. Come on. Good. I think we should be able to win. Should be able to win here like that. Alright, these archers, they are not too strong. They can deal a lot of damage if we just let them fire at my units like this actually. But if we can shoot at them using our carry and Slinger, we can destroy him. Come on. It's not good enough. Come on. You guys stay back here a little bit. Move backward a little bit here. Alright. And this archer start taking a lot of casualty. It's good. Our horse archer, they're not doing a very good job here. I try to go back a little bit more. Carry as well. Guys, go back. Go back. Yeah, try to make this archer move closer towards us. So we can use our... Alright, this carry move as well. You guys stay here now. Archer gets closer. Horse archer, I mean. Get closer. Try to shoot this archers down. They're still there. Slinger, get the horse archer for me. You guys get here. Right. Cool, we can kill this horse archer. Okay. Our horse archer can deal quite some damage to the enemy here as well. But we should not stay here, obviously, and take this archer attack. It's not good. Good. This guy's dead. Let's get the other horse archer over there. Holy shit, we take a lot of damage on the horse archer. It's not good. Here's the horse archer. Focus on them. They're pretty tanky. Pretty tanky. But eventually, we should be able to kill them, all of them. With our Slinger. Like that. What is that? Shoot this guy down for me. Good. like that. And I think our horse archer here should be able to kill this guy soon. Get the archer here. Good. Horse archer keep fighting as well. Come on. Come on. There's still some horse archers left over there. We need to kill. Alright. This foot archer is getting destroyed as well. Good. Go back. Perfect. Get wrecked now. Okay. And after this, we can charge our infantry and finish it. The spearman can still take some more attack, right? We have the general here already. This hoplites alone can take all on everyone, all of the enemy here on the bridge if they try to cross the bridge. Alright, Baktria, move forward as well. Try to use your ammunition. Kill this guy first. For me, spearman, get over there. Slinger, keep fighting. There's a horse archer here. Alright. Horse archer, go back. Keep going back and forth with the horse archer. When we try to use the slinger to kill the enemy horse archer there. The enemy general is also a horse archer unit, right? They are quite dangerous. They're really dangerous actually. There are only one horse archer left over there. We should be able to win this battle soon. And I think we can move around and attack them from here. It's better to try to fight here. Yeah, I think so. Start moving our infantry there already. Let's try to get rid of the enemy cavalry here first, real quick, before we cross the bridge and attack the enemy. Come on. Just a little bit more. Oh, they run away now. They try and run this way. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Let's move our cavalry already. With you guys here. Perfect. And we try to shot this enemy general. Kill the enemy generals right here. Use this way as well. The spearman can stay back here with the slinger. But we will move them around soon. Shoot this guy down. Like that. And you can try to scum it a little bit here. Cross the river, kill this horse archer real quick. Then we'll move. Then we will cross through the river and attack the enemy. Alright, we can kill the enemy general here actually. Let's get him. That's good enough, I think. Right, we killed one more horse archer unit here. We can cross the river soon. Infantry this way. Elephant this way. Spear this way. Okay, we move this way now. I don't want to fight at the bridge. We try to fight them somewhere around here. That's better. More space for us to use our infantry. Okay, this way. The enemy archer, they're very heavily wounded right now, so they will not be able to do anything to us anymore. Right. Stay here a little bit. We can use the cavalry to shoot this guy down. You guys this way too. Shoot this cavalry down before we cross the river. Good. We are doing damage to them. Perfect. Even with the horse archer. That's good. We can save some ammunition on the slinger to deal with the ARI units here. Perfect. Just use all of this horse archer ammunition now, and then we can use them to kill the enemy archer or something like that. Perfect. Perfect. See, infantry, they have pretty good shield as well, so they should be able to take the enemy missile attack easily. Now move the spearman. We try to cross the river with the spearman first. Alright, our horse archer is dealing a lot of damage. Perfect. Slinger. One more volley should be enough to kill this guy.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Just one volley should be enough here. Come on. Get up. Perfect. Perfect. Let's save some ammunition. And then let's cross the river right now. With everyone. With everyone. Good. Cross the river right now. Elephants as well. Spear. Sword. Gyro. Everyone. Cross the river right now.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Perfect. We just need to remember that we have way better infantry than the enemy, and we should be fine. Let's see. Here we go. We crossed the river already. The cavalry will move around. They're still trying to stay back there. Okay. We will move our infantry in there and rush them with a spearman in the front. We can use the gyro as well. A very strong hoplite unit. And this infantry, and we flank with the elephants and destroy the enemy infantry. That will be how we fight this battle very easily. Come on, come on, keep moving. It take a while for us to bring all of these units across the river, and we will try to force a slinger on this melee cavalry right now. Cool. Come on. Keep moving. They get stuck over here. Yeah, pot fighting is really bad in Rome 2. Whatever. Let's charge this infantry forwards first. Charge the infantry forwards first. You actually fight in the front. Alright. Gyro, elephants. Move around. Slinger. Let's get here. Focus on this cavalry. Gyro this way. Good. You guys get into melee right now. You guys melee mode activate. Move around and kill the enemy's archer. They're not too strong. Right. Now charge into melee. Okay. Charge into melee. Come on. Go get him. They're trying to stay back. Holy shit, really? Shoot. Charge in. Come on, let's charge. Guy, this way. Good. Our slinger should be able to do quite some damage to the enemy here. Charge into melee right away. Here we go. Elephants this way.
This is a shameful display.
Oh, okay. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. The spearmen, they will rout, but I don't care. Still have the sword here. Still have the gyro here. Okay. We need to use the elephants here to kill this cavalry. first like that. Get him. General this way. Cool. You charge the cavalry here as well. Destroy him. Horse archer. Get this archer for me. Good.
General is under attack.
Destroy him. Come on. Destroy him. And recharge its spearman. This weak spearman. Destroy him. Like this, perfect. Like that. Horse archer. Go get this cavalry. You go back here. You this way. Go get this archer for me. Chase this guy down. Alright, the general can fight against this dude here. Elephants, get him. And here we go. This will be our victory.
The battle is turning in our favor.
This will be our victory. Ah, come on. This way. You get the spearman. You chase this guy down. Elephants recharge and destroy this melee infantry unit for me. Chase them down. Like that. Like that. Like that. And perfect. Good. Good, 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 good. This will be our victory now. Our infantry, they're pretty good. They'll get even better and better. Now chase this guy down and finish him off. Destroy him completely. Just like that. Alright, just a close victory, seriously. Whatever. We destroy this army. Very good. Good. Oh, the general managed to get away. Okay. Whatever. We can take quite some gold here. With ransoming captives. Perfect. And we will try to move back to a settlement here. To defend it. And replenish first before we fight another battle with this guy here. Perfect. Replenishment rate and ammunition. Very important. Very important right now. And you guys stay there. With the gold we take from the enemy, we can try to get a few more units in this army. And I think we will need some... Alright, they have some archer here, right? Some dangerous archer. We can have any good infantry right now. So, let's see. We have some archer in the garrison already. We can try to have some infantry. The sword here can be nice to have. Or more cavalry. Interesting. Yeah, I think. Or some slinger. Slinger would be pretty cool as well. Archer? Baktria archer. I don't know. Let's see. Mercenary. Okay, this guy can be quite dangerous. This two-handed unit. I think we will need more. Just get the horse archer. And that. Right, just get the horse archer. And I think we should be fine. Cool.
I will be a patient.
Or can we ask for peace with this dude?
You have my attention.
I don't care that. Okay, so let's go ahead and enter. And let's see what will happen. We can get more spearmen here. One more of them. And next turn get one more to complete our army. Let's move on. Alright, so here we go. Rally horseman, whatever. I don't really care about that, but right, whatever. So here we go. We have some cavalry in this army. That's good. That's good. We can take the public order, the empire maintenance, and what is that? This guy, they actually move away from the settlement, and this is just wow. All of them are just horse archer. So this will be very easy. Let's just attack and take their settlement right now. With the king army. Right, I still want to fight this battle manually because I don't want to take any casualty on our units at all. And we should not take any if we fight this battle manually because they are just the freaking garrison. They're very weak. We can win this very easily. Alright, right weather, perfect. So here we go. Let's just start the battle right away. We don't really need to deploy anything since we just mostly use our heavy horse archer and slinger here to fight this battle. Like that.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Try to kill the enemy archer here first. Where's the reinforcement? That's just one general, right? So we can move our horse archer here and destroy him quickly. 4 versus 1, and they are not even at full strength. Okay, will be very easy. Now slinger, get over here. Destroy this dude. You guys here, don't get the general for me. Get up. Slinger, focus on this archer and destroy him quickly. It's just the garrison archer. They're very weak. Very weak. Perfect. You guys stay back. Arrow this way. Elephant this way. Cool. Kill this guy first for me. They're pretty strong. They're heavy horse archer. We are strong as well. Focus on the archer. Get up. Like that. Good, you guys this way. This way. Elephant this way. Get this general quickly, come on. Don't let them charge. Cool. Okay, charge them then. Come on. Just die. Holy shit, this general is pretty tanky.
The enemy general is dead.
So she died already. Good. Get back. Charge here. Get him. This way. Let's try this guy quickly. Swing us this way. Go back. Alright. Now charge.
Our general is under attack.
Get up. Get up. Get the infantry. Perfect.
The battle is turning in our favor.
General charge into melee. Destroy him. Infantry this way. Alright, and we will have our victory soon. We'll have our victory soon. Get out of there. Cool, slinger as well. This way. We use our missile unit to flank the enemy. With the swordman stay here. The swordman stay around to protect them. That's better. than using our infantry in there, or using our cavalry, using our melee units in there. Disengaged. Come on. Stay back there. Shoot this guy down. The heavy spearman. Focus on this heavy spear here. They're more dangerous. Like that. Come on. Just route. Come on. Elephant charge in. Alright, these mercenary elephants, they're very, very useful. Okay, I think we can try to get one more of them in this defending army over there as well, to fight the battle. Good. Now get in there and finish this battle. Perfect. Good. Can end the battle right away. And we take this settlement easy peasy. Perfect. Alright. Loot this settlement as well. So we have some more gold. Oh, we are not at war with the... We are at war with the Baktria, right? Let's try to send our scout over there. Take a look. What do they have over there? Right. Just something. And most of them are just horse archer. We have the slinger to deal with the horse archer there. So we should be fine. Let's get one more spearman here. Now we have the gold. We can try to hire some mercenary here to deal with this guy. And we'll have to find them right now. So no more units for us right now. We just have to use the garrison. We have 3 hoplites at full strength. 1 more hoplite. 1 more Gero hoplite here. Should be tanky enough to deal with the enemy there. And let's use the rest of our money here to upgrade the building. So we probably don't need this barrack here anymore. Let's dismantle that and let's try to upgrade it. We try to keep this one, and we try to upgrade the temple here for now. This one need to be something that boosts okay, person culture, but that's pretty good, right? We have spies already, so a satrap resident here would be pretty nice. Why not? We try to build this one. Very expensive though. And let's get some food as well. We can attack this province for now, and he can probably keep it. Okay, and we will have a strong enough army to fight around here soon. This guy cannot do anything to us, obviously. I don't think that... Oh, the Baktria is here as well with a full stack. They can attack us here in Baktria, but I don't think they can take our city. They will have mostly cavalry, right? We will try to stay here, replenish, and we fight against the Baktria here. Perfect. 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 And perfect. Good. Now let's try to enter in and let's try to fight this battle against the Moria. They will attack us right now. Probably.
Welcome.
But I think we should be able to win this battle. You guys hostile. Really? Alright, I don't care about you. Now let's move on. Okay, here we go. A few archer, 1 elephant, chariot, a lot of bad unit. Okay, I think we can win this battle. Let's go. Alright, so here we go. This kind of settlement, and we have some Levy hoplites here. They look really ugly, but whatever. They will get the job done. We have one of them here. Block this entrance. We have one of them here. Just in case. Like that. Alright. Like that. We have one of them with the you guys here as well. Block this gate. And we have the Gerald here. Good. The archer, we try to focus on the elephants. Try to kill them quickly. And our cavalry and elephants will move around to flank the enemy. Like that. Cool. Melee mode. We try to use some traps here as well. Alright. It will slow the enemies down a little bit. Probably. This one as well. And stick as well. Good. Alright. Now, let's go. Guys, move out of there. And try to get rid of the enemy archer as fast as possible. They can be quite dangerous, actually. They have quite a few archer units here. And yeah. They will be the most dangerous unit here we have to fight against. The elephants will be here. Right, we need to kill the elephant as well. The enemy chariots, I think the chariots will die very easily. Stay here, focus on all of our archer on the elephants. Okay. This guy will move this way. This archer is here. We need to use our cavalry to kill the archer real quick. Or else they will be able to deal a lot of damage to the hope lines, I think. You guys fight well. Good. Guard mode as well. Cavalry. Keep moving around. We try to get the enemy archer as fast as we can. We can use our archer here as well to kill him. But it will not be as effective as using the...
The enemy general is dead.
Okay, enemy general already died. Very funny. Kill the elephants right now. Okay, they charge right into my supplies here. So, okay, the elephants take a lot of damage from the traps as well. And we need to move the archers back, I think. I don't want them to get shot by the enemy missile unit. Let's move this in supply here as well, and we can use our Gerald in there as well. Holy shit. The elephants, they can really deal a lot of damage to the hope line. Yeah. They're very powerful. Elephants, move this way as well. Archer, keep fighting. Come on, stay with me. Shot the elephants down. They are very dangerous. Kill them. Get them. Come on. Get the freaking elephants in there. Our elephants will move around and attack the enemy in this area. Good. I think we got the elephants here. We got them, right? Okay, I think so. Harry, move this way. Okay. Elephants, move this way. We still have our Gerald here. Perfect. And we can use the archer to fire into this blob of enemy here. Elephant charge here and break this guy quickly. Holy shit. We keep some of this guy back. It's not good. So you guys fight well now. Try to get this infantry. Elephants, keep moving. Come on, come on, move faster. Good. Look like this hoplites can actually hold the energy back. And our elephants can move in here right now. Our archer can move closer and start flying into the back of the enemy. Our archer can just keep fighting here actually. Since most of the enemy here, they don't have shield. which means we can kill him easily with our archer firing into the front like that. Elephants, get over here and recharge these two. Start with the missile unit and then the heavy infantry here. They can be quite dangerous. Come on, stay with me. Recharge. Come on, break them. One charge. It will not be enough. We will need a few more charges. Probably. But the archers still firing, right? Still firing. Go back. Get ready for another charge. Come on. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Go back here. Alright. And we move the Gyro into melee as well. Elephants, go back in for another charge. Destroy him. Oh, come on. Fight will. Get this freaking archer for me. Alright, this recharge should be enough to kill that two-handed unit. They're very dangerous actually. They're killing my... Actually, be careful because they also have a very good bonus versus elephants.
Our general is under attack.
Right, they rout. Perfect. They rout. Perfect. I'll chase them down. Get back. Cool.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Alright.
This is a shameful display.
The hoplites routed, but we still have a few of them here, so will not be a big deal. Chase this guy down first, and then we will move back to get rid of this enemy here. Good. You guys go this way. Elephants, keep attack this dude, and just use. I think we can just use the ammunition on the horse archer here, and it should be enough to win this battle. Chase this guy down. Chase them down. Come on. And after that, we can just use the elephants to charge and finish that. Chase this guy down actually. Come on. Don't let anyone get out of here alive. We will need to kill all of them. Alright, shoot here. The Gyro here will be able to defend against all of them easily. Alright, that's the strength of a Greek faction. We are very strong in some defensive battle like that. Very strong in the defensive battle like this. We're just too powerful. Even with the garrison, we can already defend against a very big army like this. That's good. And we can actually keep some units in this army, so after this battle we can just try to use this army to counter attack and do something to the I don't know, maybe. Okay, and we should be able to win this battle right now. Fight will, come on. Come on, alright. We got it. The horse archer still fighting. And after we use all of the ammunition on this horse archer, we'll just charge the elephant in and finish this battle. Good. The hoplites, they're still very healthy. And they can just defend against all of these guys easily. The most dangerous unit of the enemy already dead. The two-handed units, right? They're already dead. Now, they don't have anything left to fight against me. They just have some pretty bad units here. Perfect. Come on. Keep firing. Just use all of our ammunition first. And when we charge the elephant in, it will be the end of this battle. There are still some stake here, some traps here. So I really don't want to charge my elephant in here.
One of our units has
But
used all its ammunition.
if we have to, we have to do that. Ideally, if we can rout all this guy with our missile attack only, so we don't have to charge my elephant in there, it would be ideal. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if they rout right now or not. I think they will rout right now, so we don't need to charge into the traps here. Step on our old trap. This would be very freaking bad. I don't like it.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, but we use all of our ammunition. We have to charge now. Whatever. Let's charge in. I think we just take some casualty on the elephants. And that's just mercenary. And actually, I think we just disband these elephant units right now.
The battle is turning in
And
favor.
that's it. We destroy the enemy here. Let's try to chase them down and finish them off, actually. Let's go. Alright, a heroic victory. Obviously. And we completely destroy the enemy. Wow, very easily. 800 killed on the elephants. Wow. 500 on the general. Yeah. Alright, so here we go. Let's just run some captives here for some quick money. And good. We can disband all of the units here actually. I don't really need them. And I don't want to pay the upkeep. So yeah, right. Okay, so mission successful. We destroy the enemy army. Cool, and let's get rid of this guy. That's it. I don't want them to stay inside my territory like that. I just finish them off. Will be very easy. Okay. Ransom captive for some more gold, and we just move this general back, disband all of this unit. Go back here and chill. Right, let's get some public order. Right, why not? And something. So over here, there is a party trying to attack us here in Baktria. But they will not be able to take it, obviously. They will not. They will not. We have a pretty big garrison inside. And this is a city. They cannot take it. No matter how many units they bring here. They will not be able to do that. And the Daha here, let's go ahead and finish them off. Actually run away. Okay, so we can just let them to stay there. I don't care. Go back here, replenish, and we will move the king armies back here to deal with the Parthian army. They can try to move this way to attack us here, probably. But now we have enough gold to upgrade the barrack, and we try to defend around this area first. And we will go back to recruit our stronger unit so we can fight this around this area after that. Good. With the barrack, we will be able to recruit the pikemen, the hoplites, and a bunch of useful units. So let's wait for it. It will be 6 turns, right? Perfect. You go back here, stay inside the settlement, and that could be good enough for now. We build the resources building, the spies. It's a very good building. Farming. Okay, we can get a lot of wealth from commerce with this one as well. So this one, plus the gold resources, we will have we will be able to get a tons of wealth from commerce in this province. And I think we have some pretty good bonus to income from commerce as well, right? All right, good. So that's probably everything we need to do now. Let's just go ahead and enter.
Welcome, friend.
We can't really get any trade agreement with anyone now, but we are in a very good spot. We have 2 provinces, we have a strong army already, and our territory is secured, right? No one will be able to do anything to us. The Greek city, they are very strong. Even if we get attacked here by any of these guys, we will be able to defend just fine with the garrison. They cannot take our city. They can never take our city. Alright, stay here. So most of them are horse archer, but the part here they will have some cataphract as well, and the cataphract is actually pretty dangerous. We can't fight cataphract with light spearman. We need some stronger infantry units like the hoplites or pikemen to be able to fight against cataphract. So let's wait for the level 2 barrack to have a few of them, and we will fight the party after that. Cool. Very good. Very good. Very good.
What do you wish of me?
Now let's move on. So settlement under siege. Rebellion, but this guy just happened to take them out already. The DeI is here, and some guys go over here to attack the party. I know they put a siege on our settlement here, but they will not be able to take our city, obviously. Let's just move the king armies back here, so we will be able to deal with them like that. Right, stay here right now. You guys just stay where you are. Right, we don't need units, we don't need anything. The spies just stay there. We don't even need to defend this settlement. Our army replenished a little bit. And take a look over here. What do they have? Okay, just a bunch of horse archer. I don't care about the horse archer. What I care about is the cataphract. But they only have 2 cataphract here. So I think we will be able to deal with them using our infantry and elephants over there. Good. Alright, now we can just freaking enter, right? We can just enter actually. I don't think we need to do anything else. We can try to upgrade this settlement. Why not? Some extra garrison and some more wealth. That's very good. Stay there. And let's just move forward. Alright. Alright. Attrition report, but we have the king back here already. So we can just attack them. They will run away, and we finish them off with the king. I know, not now, but next turn. Also over here, the Moria come back with another freaking army. Right, they just don't learn at all. But actually, can we bring the king armies back here to deal with them? Next turn we can move up to here. They can move up to here. Our garrison is actually very heavily wooded, so I think we might need to retreat back to here and let them take our settlement, so we can try to use the king army to take it back.
Be welcome,
We can get peace treaty with this guy. That kind of annoying, but whatever. After we destroy his army, maybe they will talk, and we don't need to defend this one. We have a general here to defend this settlement already, so that could be good enough, right? We move this guy back here, and if the Moria come here to take our settlement, We will just let them take it and we take it back in the next turn. Also, right, I'll build this one. Like that. We move the king armies back there to deal with the freaking Moria. I think we are strong enough to fight them.
The gods have ruled.
Good. But actually, how many turns is that? 14 turns already. So actually, this is basically the first move you do at the Baktria. Remember that you are Greek. You are a Greek faction, so you are very strong at defending a settlement. All of these guys here are pretty bad at attacking a settlement actually. With all of this cavalry, they're not very good. We can use our slinger and archer with some hoplites to defend our settlement very easily against them. And we just built an army with spearmen, light horse archer. All of them are just very cheap units to fight against them, and it works because their infantry are even worse than that. Look at this, all of their units are just light horse archer. They are very weak. But actually, if we have to fight against Cataphract, we will need stronger units like some decent infantry, like the hoplites or the pikemen, so we can fight against the Cataphract. But the horse archer, just get a bunch of slinger and we should be fine. The slinger will be able to shot down the horse archer very effectively. And we just try to defend our settlement here. This province alone, the Baktria province here, when we can build it up, we will get a massive amount of income from it. A massive income from this province. This one is a very powerful province with gold and spine, two of the very good resources in the game. We can get a lot of money out of it, and we even have some timber here as well. So freaking good. We just build the resources building and build some temples that can boost income from commerce, like this one, Temple of Hermes over here, and enjoy the income that you have from it. Transoceania will be built into units recruitment and also agriculture. Food, get food from here, get gold from here, and we will be able to raise a lot of powerful army. After we can get the level 2 barrack, we will get access to all the useful units, especially the pikeman. And with pikeman, with slinger, with this very cool assault infantry, with cool cavalry. Okay, we have cavalry as well, right? So we don't really need to build this one, right? Late game, in the late game, when we need to recruit the Cataphract, we will build the stable. But right now, barrack here should be enough. We get all the useful units here with just this barrack. Okay, very good. Right, so that's the Baktria. That's the Baktria, a very interesting, powerful faction in the game. So thank you very much for watching, and see you guys in our next video.